though her tormentor is dead.
Mama, I want...
Godwoken. I'm afraid it's too late for me to help you. What little strength I carried into the afterlife.
The spirit of a dwarf...
Godwoken, you have no right to be here. Leave!
The spirit's son.
Terrible. It is you who is lacking authority, Godwoken. A lesson is now. Improving your authority will cause your strength...
Godwoken. I'm afraid it's too late for me to help you.
I'm afraid that exploring this island would only consume precious time that I need for my work. I shall be remaining here.
It's me. In the flesh, to an extent. No such thing for those who scar themselves for the God King. I found a new master. A kind master. A promise of eternity. Through him, I shall be free.
Hey there, Chief. Miss me? As it turns out, when one friend turns their back on you, another turns toward you with open arms. You left me to die. The God King offered me a new life. Quite an easy choice of allegiances, isn't it? Good luck, of course. You're going to need it. Badly.
You face a familiar foe. Before you was a dwarf you once knew, or at least thought you did. You see in his sneer a new beast. Nobility twisted into arrogance. Coarseness turned to cruelty.
The God King has birthed a new son. I don't fight the coming storm. I am the coming storm, and you won't be escaping it, old friend. You ready? Lightning's soon to strike. The God King has birthed a new...
It's not too late, you know. You could still accept the Covenant. You could still join him, join me in eternal life. But you won't, will you? You're too much of a coward.
My master, you will kneel before him too.
Made it far, sorcerer. Too far.
The Sallow Man may be dead, but his minions still swarm the island. My followers did their duty and bought me time to get here. I will honor their sacrifice after I go to the wellspring and ascend.
Alexander offers only a stoic nod in affirmation. His eyes glower.
This is how it is meant to be. How my father intended it to be. Even here he guides me to my destiny. Of course he did! Every Godwoken here was a threat to his legacy, so he did away with them. Now, once I'm rid of you, I will be free to succeed. I am destined to be the Divine. Don't try to meddle with destiny.
Alexander shakes his head.
Nothing will stop me. Understand? Nothing! Made it far. The Sallow Man...
Alexander...
This is how it is. Of course, I am destined to be the Divine. Don't try to meddle with destiny.
Alexander shakes his head, unswayed. Alexander's resolve visibly crumbles under the force of your words. When he speaks, his voice is a croak.
It's a curse to be a great man's son, you know. Truly a curse. How could I ever hope to lead the world out of darkness, when I can't even escape my father's shadow? Someone stronger than me needs to become the next Divine of Rivellon. I think you have what it takes. I will do everything I can to support you. I stand with you.
Godwoken, are your studies complete?
Something on your mind, darling? Darling. Why, I can't remember the last time someone showed me such kindness. Maybe even never. When it matters most, I will stand alongside you. I promise. After all, I am soon to be a free woman. I can choose to follow whomever I wish now. Something on your mind, darling?
Gareth's head is steady, but his...
We still have a mission, Godwoken.
Are your studies complete, Godwoken? are yours. All Godwoken have completed their... I take you now to the arena of the One. The wellspring awaits the victor. There you may fall, or you may rise. So it begins. The first Godwoken to enter the wellspring of ascension becomes divine. May the new for the rest, may he to the wellspring of ascension begin.
So this is it. The arena of the One. I'll stand to my word, sorcerer. Godwoken. Whatever happens here, I'll fight at you.
Finally, it's almost over.
So good of you to come, God Awoken. You know, you are many things, but above all, you are reliable. Reliable to the point of being predictable. You came to the wellspring. So good of you to come, God Awoken. You know, you are many things, but above all, you are reliable. Reliable to the point of being predictable. You came to the wellspring. The Lady Vengeance is, after all, my ship. And now here we all are.
It is time, mistress.
She gives you a long and steady look, as if it is the last time you shall see each other for the rest of eternity. Then she dips her chin in acknowledgement. You are almost...
Yes, Riedemann.
What are you doing here, traitor? Does your scheming never end? I believed you, Dallas, when you told me I was chosen. But all this time, you were lying. You were trying to prevent my ascension. So, Disappointing. But your games end here. It is time for me to claim my birthright. The Godwoken shall ascend.
You were right, mistress. He is an imbecile.
Not an imbecile, just misguided. Wiser ones than him were lured by the promise of all that power, and it brought them to nothing but ruin. It brought me ruin. Anyway, it all ends now. You see, Alexander, divinity isn't the solution to the world's ills. Divinity is the problem. I am here to fix that. And now, finally!
She raises the Aetherin. Like a divining rod to water, it seeks the wellspring and finds it. The device hums to life.
I will fix a terrible mistake. Not that it matters to you. You won't be here to see it.
We are done, mistress.
Yes, Breedeman, we are done. And so too, Godwoken, are you. Soon you shall be little more than relics of a bygone time, and this place shall be your tomb. Goodbye.
It might be wise to look for a way out of here.
Really? Do you think so?
The ritual has failed. The structure lies in ruins, but you have at least survived. You should feel relief, disappointment, confusion, anything but the rage that wells up from deep within you. The rage grows, burning hotter than the volcano itself, tearing at you, seeking to overpower your senses. The red mist wants to descend, and it wants a familiar figure materializes before you. A copy of yourself, enraged. Your own face glowers at you in hateful fury. It opens its mouth. And your furious god begins to speak.
You failure. You nobody, you weakling. Look me in the eye. I am Relic. I am god of this world. All that you are is mine. It shall be mine once more. Surrender yourself to your god. Yield to Relic, that he may be god of Rivellon. If you won't yield by your own will, you will yield by mine.
It might be wise to look for a way out of here.
Really? Do you think so?
The ritual has failed. The structure lies, the rage grows, and a familiar figure materializes before you. A copy of yourself, enraged. Your own face glowers at you in hateful fury. It opens its mouth. Ritual has fed. The rage grows, burning hotter than the volcano itself, tearing at you, seeking to overpower your senses. And a familiar figure materializes before you, and your fury...
You failure. You nobody. You weakling. Look me in the eye. I am Relic. I am god of this world. Or yield, surrender yourself to your god, that he may right your wrong.
Ritual has no, and a familiar
Failure. You nobody. You weakling. Look me in the eye. I am Relic. I am god of this world. All that you are is mine. It shall be mine once more. Yield. Surrender yourself to your god, that he may yield to Relic, that he may be god of Rivellon. If you won't yield by your...
ritual has the hand and your...
You know, you look. I am yield. Surrender. Yield. If you were.
titan lies in pieces before you. The god controlling it is dead by your lava royals as earthquakes rumble around you. Shockwaves of sound pierce the air, the growl of shifting ground. Suddenly, a voice echoes in your mind. It's Malady. Where the hell are you, she calls. Ah, find my beacon. We need to get out of here now. Her voice crackles and dissipates. Titan lies in pieces before you. The lava roils as earthquakes. It's Malady. Where the hell are you, she calls. Her voice crackles.
I guess when I said never again, I really meant once or twice more. Okay. Okay. Hall of Echoes once more, or home away from home. Close indeed. You almost became a god, and instead you're still... you. At least you managed to murder one of the 7. Quite the spectacle. I've never seen anything so... Let's talk about this later. I need to rest. We've still one big jump to go, but... it'll have to wait.
She casts her gaze around, taking in the streaming bluish ether. She breathes a deep, ragged breath.
At least, it's quite beautiful here, isn't it? I'm going to take a rest, sort myself out. I suggest you do the same. Speak to the ship if you need me. She'll know where to. This may be your last bit of respite before the storm blows in again, Godwoken. Enjoy it. You deserve that much.
After all that's just happened, life, every flawed morsel of it, seems more precious to you. Look around at those who have accompanied you so far. In each one, something unique shines. Divinity has eluded you so far, but humanity beats strong within you, here, and who knows what lies ahead for you, for your companions. Your quest failed. The void is growing stronger, and the hall is dark. You feel the need for some affection. Perhaps they feel it too.
It's okay. We're okay.
He runs his paws over the cat's skeleton with long, methodical strokes. Sometimes his fingers curl, as if he's forgotten that Quercus's fur is long gone.
Shh, don't cry. We got out. We made it. We're safe. They can't get us here. The Knights will never hurt us again, Quercus. I promise. Quercus, after all the shield has done, do you think it's time? Yes. Yes, I think so too. The story belongs to us both. And by now the shield deserves to know the truth.
The squirrel looks up and meets your eyes for the first time. Small, shining beak.
We have traveled some time together, Shield. There were times when I very nearly lost heart. My research, so much of it has led to naught. At times, I fear I am no closer to stopping the acorn than when I started. But you have been relentless. When I felt I might falter, you sallied forward. You and Quercus have given me strength when mine waned. You deserve to know the truth. The reason I know so much about the Knights of Dre, the reason I'm the one who needs to stop them, well, I was one of their order once. I was an acolyte of the Great Acorn. I saw dwarves tear down my forest, turning my home into weapons of war. I saw humans launching great orbs of fire into the homes of my friends. I saw lizards shackling the citizens of the land with harnesses and whips. The Great Acorn would stop you all for good. And what do you call the destruction of an entire forest and all its inhabitants? They call it progress. We call it genocide. The same as you. You reap what you sow. Isn't that right? At least, that's what I thought then. I believed in the cause of the great Acorn. I believed the Knights of Dre were righteous in their quest. But they proved themselves zealots. Heartless.
He runs his paws along Quercus's bony head and scritches the space behind his ear. Quercus rattles a dry, contented purr.
Quercus was once a beautiful, burnished orange, long of hair, green of eye, so soft of tread he could stalk through a thicket of dry thorns without disturbing a single one. That was before the Knights of Dre decided, well, they decreed, they executed him. Squirrels alone shall reap the great acorn's blessings, they said. It's unnatural to associate with other species, they said. So, they killed him. My friend. It was then I knew that they'd gone too far. It was then that I realized what I had been party to. It took every last bit of magic I had gathered to bring him back. Then we ran. I just wanted to find a safe den where we could hide together, but...
The squirrel sits quietly for a moment, running his hand down the cat's spine. Quercus arches his back and flexes his claws.
But Quercus said we could do more. He said we should push on. Now I'm going to undo what the knights have done. I will discover how to stop the Great Acorn. I will protect the creatures of this land. All of them. With Quercus at my side, with you at my side, I know I will not fail. Our shield speaks, Quercus. Ask away, shield. A giant body, but surely even the tall folk know that Rivellon was bare before, beautiful and perfect until they... But someday, the Great Acorn will fall again. The forests will be reborn, and the giant races... Indeed, I was a devoted follower of the Great Acorn. I believed it was the only way to save the forests from giants. But I was wrong.
Salora pats Quercus's flank and smiles wistfully.
They put Quercus to the sword, just because he was a different species than they. Obscene, isn't it? Well, we made a pact, didn't we, Quercus? If we should perish, we'll face the great unknown together. And until eternity comes for us both, it shall come for neither. Oh, Quercus, it wants answers. As if it is... What tree did the great acorn fall from? Where did that tree come from, if not a greater acorn? Could you build a nest great enough to... Some questions have no answers. Quercus, why? The great acorn will come. It will Do you think giants understand chivalry? Oh, Quercus, I just worry it won't treat a group of mystic squirrel knights forming a doomsday cult dedicated to ending the world with a giant acorn with the seriousness it deserves. Ah, truly? The thing that you must understand about the Knights of Dre is that they are utter fanatics. Other than the destruction of their homes, the deaths of their friends, I am perfectly in control, Quercus. Those claw marks were probably... Regardless, we must stand against them. I alone have them. Not that it matters. For that, if nothing else, you have my thanks. Now, indeed, Quercus.
The little girl doesn't acknowledge...
Hail.
Spoken to Malady yet? She said to talk to the Lady Vengeance when we're ready to move on.
There you are. I hear Malady wants to continue the journey. We've but to talk to the Lady Vengeance and off we pop.
Well, hello again. As much as I would enjoy sailing these waters with you, I fear our time is short. I believe Malady recommended speaking to the ship's head when you were ready to leave. But I suppose it all depends on how much faith you put in a half-demon. Well...
Not right now. Come back later.
Gareth's head is steady.
We still have a mission, Godwoken. You must ascend. I will see it through. People are going to perish. People are going to die, and I can't stop it. She'll do it now. She'll never stop. She'll never.
A million candles. A million all around. And they're just like me. The demon. He keeps our souls. He keeps them all forever. I see it all. I see it all. How could you? I'll never be free of him now. Do you understand that? I'll never be free of him now. What end? He has me now. He has me forever. I'll never be free of him. I guess it was always going to be you, wasn't it? I had... Good luck. Good luck. You're going to...
Not many things I can fetch around here, but who cares?
I thought you'd forgotten about me, darling. How goes your little...
Almira gives you a devilish grin.
I had a feeling you'd be one to watch, my dear. I'm glad to hear my faith wasn't misplaced.
I'm glad I didn't step ashore on that island with you, sorcerer. That be order. My comrades, I don't regret leaving with Almira, but I did swear an oath. I hear Bishop Alexander made it to the island with some followers. What came of him? No wonder the order has fallen so low, when its leadership is populated by cutthroats and traitors. I made the right decision to flee with Almira.
All this commotion hasn't made it any easier for me to restore anathema. The fewer my efforts continue. I must admit it's quite an intricate piece to work with, even for someone like myself.
Seville's spirit watches your approach like a spectator on a beach watches the waves roll in.
There we have it, don't we, dear? The final die has been cast and it's come up wanting. I do not know what awaits. I do not see where the dark paths lead. Forsake me now. Go hence and give chase to your mortal desires. And should you find the one I hunted, unite his heart with a blade, I beg of you. From death, let me be death.
Take whatever time you need to gather yourself, my friend. When you are ready, you can proceed.
Yes, I am sorry. She had me built to her exact designs. Not even I know all the ways in which she can control me. She was able to follow my wake like a shark. But I will see myself destroyed rather than be forced to betray you again. I swear.
Just say the word, and our journey shall be done.
Melody's face is drawn. She seems tired, somewhat subdued.
What's wrong with you? You seem happy. It's written all over you. In truth, I'm glad to see it. A joyful God is a just God. I've had some time to think, and there's a few matters I want to discuss before we carry on. I doubt you've forgotten the death of Meister Siva.
She swallows hard and closes her eyes for a moment, as though trying to dispel.
She and I had a deal, you see. A deal that's now quite obviously defunct. According to its terms, I was to help you ascend to divinity, and she was to help me with another matter. The details aren't important now, it's just... never mind. Another entangling alliance. But I won't be able to disentangle it on my own. There may come a time when I need to count on you as an ally. So, are we? Allies, that is. The details are detailed. Suffice it to say that Meister Siva so. Imagine if I'd have said the same when Dallas was about to blow you to smithereens on the high seas. Moving on, I found out where Dallas is heading. There's a great city not far from Driftwood, Arx by name. It's controlled by Magisters, so you'll have your work cut out for you. We have to find out what she's planning to do with the powers of the Seven. We'll need to find her and take back what she stole, and quickly, before she does something irreversible. Dallas, or any of the others for that matter, cannot be allowed to use the powers of the gods. She doesn't understand what must be done. She doesn't understand how to rule. It's quite simple, really. Chaos is a fact of life, surer than any other. Power is one of the few structures that can cut a line through that chaos. If wielded well, that line will mean stability, order, a comfort against the unknowable, changing forces of chaos. If wielded poorly, the line will mean domination, terror, different from chaos, but no better. Dallas, and the others like her, Alexander, the Mother Tree, the Prince of Shadows, they are little better than demons, really. They seek power at the expense of others, not to create stability, but to create servants. Look at my face, Godwoken. What do you see? suppose we all see what we want to see. When I look in the mirror, I see balance. Balance between darkness and light, between good and evil. Whatever those categories mean. When the time comes for you to ascend, remember my face. Remember that despite any shortcomings you might have, if you can bring a semblance of balance to the world, you'll have done as good as the Seven did. And if you can be stronger than them, you'll do all the better. The Seven are gone. Slain by their Godwoken, slain by you. You have the potential, the obligation even, to do better than they did. To create a better world than the world they made. I know what evil is, Godwoken. I've seen what chaos can do. It isn't how I picture Rivellon's future. You are my insurance against that. Now, there's little time to spare. We need to get you to Arx, find Dallas, take back what she stole. Shall we go? Waiting is what I do best whenever you're around.
Live, love, and
Has it turned on us or just lost its mind?
Good luck.
People are going to perish. She'll do it now.